Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to another video. It's been 5 months. It's been 5 months. We're gonna have a catch-up vlog or sit down. I'm not quite sure how that video is gonna be yet, but we're gonna catch up and we're gonna talk about it because I've been through some things. I've been through some things. Nothing major and bad, but just yeah. I am in a bit of a healing journey. I had to get real with myself. I had to talk to myself. I had to say, Nicole, you are not okay. And I have had to take a step back from so much. And YouTube was one of it. I wasn't even as consistent as I wanted to be when I was doing it. And I know now that I wasn't consistent because I wasn't happy in a lot of other areas. And I thought YouTube would be a great escape, and it just added I would say it just added another level of pressure. And so I had to take a step back, but I'm here. I'm doing much better and I am in a healing phase, and I am in a journey. And I'm sorry because there's things happening outside my window, and I'm trying to just, like, this lady was hovering around my car, and I didn't want to have to get up and open this door and say, ma'am, do we need to discuss why you're around my car like that? So I'm apologizing now. But anyway, yeah, so in this journey that I am in, I'm taking multiple journeys. And the one I'm going to be talking about today is my weight. And my weight took it's been taking hits for years. I have not had my weight to where I want it in probably about 10 years. And I'm going to give you guys a little bit of backstory about that in just a moment. But this video, I'm going to be sharing some of the things that I'm doing, but this is primarily for Wegovy.
Wegovy helped us lose weight and keep it off.
So if you are interested in Wegovy or have heard of it and are like, what the heck is that? I'm going to be sharing with it. I'm going to be sharing about it with you. There we go. Today. And I hope that it encourages you guys to get out there and maybe try it if it's an option for you, or maybe just gives you motivation to get out there and start researching for yourself to see what's going to work for you. So yeah, I also want to say at the beginning of this video, I am not connected with Wegovy. I am not sponsored. I don't work for them. I'm not getting paid by them. This is all going to be totally my experience since starting it. And being on it. And so I hope that it helps you if you are in the process of getting the Wegovy, or if you've just started, or if you, like I said, know nothing about it. And yeah, so I hope that this video helps you. And let's get started. I do know that there is a glare happening in my glasses. I can see it. But I'm using the natural ring light that God has given me in the form of my window. And so I'm apologizing. If it annoys you, if it distracts you, I hope that by midway through this video, you don't even notice it anymore, because I can't fix it right now, okay? Glasses problems. But anyway, I started taking Wegovy in February of this year, 2023. Now, Wegovy is an injectable prescription medication for weight loss that you take once a week. So it's in 4 weeks. So it's the boxes or the steps that I'm getting ready to tell you about are in 4-week intervals. So you get one box at like 0.25 milligrams, and you do that for 4 weeks. And then you go up to the next box for 4 weeks, and so on and so on. Wegovy is the sister to Ozempic. So if you've heard about Ozempic, that is a diabetic medication, and one of the side effects of Ozempic that they were finding was that people were dropping weight. And if you are somebody who is skinny already and are on Ozempic, that may not be the greatest thing in the world to happen, is to lose more weight. And so the drug company kind of was like, they're dropping weight, so you say. So out comes Wegovy. So they realized, people are dropping weight on this. We can make money, right? Here comes the money. Money, money, money,
Dollar, 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 dollar.
Oh, okay. So let's make a sister to Ozempic, but you don't got to be diabetic to get it. And we'll put it as a weight loss medication. And so that's exactly what they did. I actually don't know if that's how it went down. That's how the doctor told me it went down, but feel free to correct me if that's not right. But basically, yes, Wegovy is sister to Ozempic. So if hopefully, I know there was like an Ozempic shortage going around because then people got hip that people were losing weight and started going and getting Ozempic, and that put such a huge shortage on Ozempic for people who truly needed it for diabetic reasons. So hopefully Wegovy, people start coming to the Wegovy side. Now I say that and Wegovy will have a shortage, unfortunately, probably, maybe. But I definitely would rather people who truly need their diabetic medication get it and me be shorted on my Wegovy weight loss for a little bit. So if you are somebody who is on Ozempic and are just using it straight for weight loss and you aren't diabetic, please, 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 please get off the Ozempic and come to Wegovy so that people who truly need their Ozempic medicine can get it. Okay? That's all I'm saying. But anyway, let's talk about Wegovy. So like I said, it is an injectable once a week for 4 weeks in your intervals, okay? So Wegovy starts with a 0.25 dose, then you go to a 0.5, then you go to 1, 1.7, and then obviously the last one, 2.4. And you're on the 2.4 for as long as you want to go, okay? So the pen looks like this. This was my 1 milligram pen. I'm actually on 1.7 right now. So this is an older pen. But this is how it looks. And it has, I don't even know if you guys can see, but there is a little needle that is inside of there. And basically when you push down, the needle comes out. So you'll put it like on the back of your arm, you can put it in your stomach, or you can put it on the sides of your thighs. I have found that the sides of my thighs have been my best spot. And I'll tell you why in a minute, because I'm going to be going over some cons. But I'm going to tell you why I ended up switching to my thigh, because I initially started injecting it into my stomach. So yeah, but this is what it looks like. And then actually this window, when you get the pen, is clear. And I have a clip of me injecting myself, so I think you'll be able to see that. But this is actually clear when the pen has not been used. And then once it's used, the yellow bar comes out. And so then it ends up looking like this. So, and I'll explain all of that in a moment, but this is the pen. It has to stay refrigerated at all times. So it's not something that you can kind of just like leave out or throw in your bag if you're like out and about. You have to actually keep it cold. So if you have to take it out with you and you're traveling, just make sure you have an ice pack or some ice and make sure you can keep it as cold as you can. But yeah, that's the pen. Now on average, in their study, when they did their study, the average weight in the group was 232 pounds, and they found that on average, the adults lost 35 pounds, 15% of their body fat, which is actually pretty crazy. And then they also found that about 1 in 3 adults lost 20% or had an overall weight loss of 20%, which is 46 pounds. So I think that that's crazy. If you are somebody who is just looking to get back into the hundreds, or heck, if you are high in the 200s and want to just get down to a more reasonable weight so you can feel motivated and you're just like closer to that mark that you're looking for, then this is actually this is a really great option. I can't talk today, clearly. And I have this little booklet, so I'm kind of looking at that as well. Now I went to a bariatric doctor to get this prescription. So one thing you're going to find if you decide to get this is primary cares are being very strict on writing this. They don't want to write it. It's a lot of back paperwork for the nurses as far as like authorizations and things like that. So primary cares, unless they are doing like weight loss clinic style work in their clinic, a lot of these primary cares don't want to write it, so they'll end up referring you out. So if you have an insurance where you can just go see a bariatric doctor, then just make your appointment ASAP, okay? But if you are somebody who needs a referral to see a specialist, then I would go to your primary care and ask them to refer you to a bariatric surgeon, and that way you can talk about your weight loss options, because that's where you want to be, is a bariatric surgeon whose whole job is to assist you in losing weight, okay? Now, not every bariatric surgeon has a weight loss clinic side to them, so that is also something that you need to pay attention to. Call around in your local area to some bariatric offices and see if they have a weight loss or if they are offering weight loss management. If they are, they should be able to write you Wegovy. So go see them. Now, this will be talked about in cons. Insurance plays a huge role in this Wegovy journey. So we're going to talk about that in a minute. But yeah, so my first tip is to go to a bariatric doctor for your prescription. And I also like bariatrics because they understand the body. They understand chemically how your mind works, how that affects your weight. They have dietitians on staff. So although going and getting this from your primary care doctor is great, bariatrics can provide you extra things that maybe that primary can't. So like I said, seeing a dietitian, getting your medication, talking about surgery options, because bariatric surgery is becoming very safe. It is very effective. Look up the statistics. It has lower death rates than a lot of these common surgeries. And yeah, so if you are maybe wanting to get surgery but want to try like some weight loss medication to start, then this might be a good tool for you. And I'm sorry if you heard the toilet flush. My child was in the bathroom. My apologies. But yeah, so my weight loss doctor has been such a huge help for me and encouraging me. I am thinking about bariatric surgery. It has been something that's been on my thoughts. But the exciting thing is, since being on Wegovy, I'm actually too low in my BMI to qualify for bariatric surgery. So although it's bittersweet, because I was like, oh, surgery, I could get it, drop a large amount of weight. I'm just glad I'm out of the BMI range now, thanks to this little shot, this little miracle shot. But anyway, they also found in their study, so Wegovy is not used for these things. I want to preface that. Wegovy is not for these things. But people who were on Wegovy in this study found that they saw an improvement in their blood pressure, they saw an improvement in their cholesterol, and they also saw improvement in their blood sugar levels. So there you go. So Wegovy may be able to help you in other areas that you're struggling with. So if you have some things going on, you're just like, I just got to drop this little bit of weight because obviously my health is taking a decline in other areas, then this may be able to help you jumpstart that and improve levels in your blood and in your blood work and like your all that good stuff. Now, I know I sound nasally. It is allergy season and I can't breathe. So there's that. I'm apologizing if I sound like I'm talking all up in here because I kind of am. Okay. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you, I think I already mentioned it. I'll show you how I inject it. But I wanted to just go over some of the side effects. So we're going to kind of jump a little bit into some cons and some things you just need to be kind of careful of and mindful of. So Wegovy has some pretty major possible side effects. Now they haven't said that Wegovy causes these things, but if you have if these things are kind of like traits that you may have kind of just in your family history or things like that, it may be an issue. So one of the things that was mentioned I'm just trying to pull it up here so I can be accurate and not give you guys misinformation. Was thyroid issues, thyroid cancer. So if you already have like, I think it was saying like it could give you like thyroid lumps, which could be cancerous. And so if that is something, if you have thyroid issues, definitely speak to your doctor about that, because Wegovy may not be something that you want to take, only because it may amplify that condition and may cause more issues. So it says that it may cause possible thyroid tumors, including cancer. So it does say to tell your healthcare provider if you get a lump or swelling in your neck, hoarseness, trouble swallowing, or shortness of breath. These may be symptoms of thyroid cancer. In studies with rodents, Wegovy and medicines that work like Wegovy cause thyroid tumors, including thyroid cancer. It is not known if Wegovy will cause thyroid tumors or a type of thyroid cancer in people. So if you are somebody, like I said, who is struggling with thyroid issues, you need to speak to your provider before hopping on this, just to make sure it doesn't cause any issues for yourself. Another side effect that it said it could have, let me just see here. It says that it may cause serious side effects, including inflammation of your pancreas. Stop using Wegovy and call your healthcare provider right away if you have severe pain in your stomach area or abdomen that will not go away with or without vomiting. You may feel the pain from your abdomen to your back. So if you are experiencing that, this may be a culprit. It also says that it could cause gallbladder problems. Wegovy may cause gallbladder problems, including gallstones. Some gallstones may need surgery. Call your healthcare provider if you have symptoms such as pain in your upper stomach, fever, yellowing of your skin and eyes like jaundice, or clay-colored stools. Not fun. And then it says it may also give you an increased risk of low blood sugar in patients with type 2 diabetes, especially those who also take medications for type 2 diabetes, such as some word that I cannot pronounce, or insulin. Oh, let me see if I can show you guys. I don't know what this word says. Can you guys see it? I don't know. This word right here. If you know what that is, then yeah. If you're taking that or insulin, I'm not gonna look for you, okay? This is not to scare y'all. I'm just trying to tell you guys some of the things. Like, obviously they have to tell the possible side effects, and the side effects aren't pretty, so yeah. It says that it could also cause kidney problems, like kidney failure. You can have allergic reactions, and it may also change vision in patients with type 2 diabetes. It can give you an increased heart rate or symptoms of depression or thoughts of suicide. So those are the cons. Those are the serious side effects. Sorry, I had to handle mommy issues. Okay, so those are just like the serious side effects that Wegovy could cause. Obviously, they have to put it in there. It's not like, oh, everybody who takes it experiences that. I'm not 100% sure about the statistics. I can tell you I have not experienced any of those things as of yet. I've been on it since February. But again, if you have these issues, I'm sorry. Again, if you have these issues in your family or experiencing some of these symptoms, you may just want to speak to your healthcare provider about it. And yeah, just be cautious, okay? Like any medication you take. Just be cautious, be aware, listen to your body, all that good stuff. All right, so some of the common, more like known side effects are nausea, headache, belching, diarrhea, tiredness or fatigue, gas, vomiting, upset stomach, stomach flu, constipation, dizziness, heartburn, stomach or abdomen pain, and feeling bloated. Yeah. So I have experienced maybe 3 things on this list. Now, I think it had a lot to do with where I was injecting it. So like I said, you can do it behind your arm, you can do it in your stomach, or you can do it on the sides of your legs or your thighs. I experienced nausea when I injected it into my stomach. So I was getting sick faster. Now, I spoke to other people who are taking Manjaro and who are taking Ozempic, and they said they experienced the same nausea when they injected it into their stomach. One girl I talked to started injecting her Ozempic in the back of her arm, and I believe she said her friend who was on Manjaro started injecting it into her leg. I can't remember. But they said that they stopped experiencing like the nausea after they moved away from injecting in their stomach, and that was the same case for me. I would feel nausea when I injected my stomach, and I haven't felt that since injecting my thighs. So I think that's what was causing the nausea, but you may still experience it no matter where you inject. So that is a possibility. I've experienced some dizziness. I noticed like getting up or just like sitting down. I'm not even doing anything. I experienced some dizziness, and I have also experienced constipation. Thank God it's not diarrhea, because like that's gross. But constipation is something that I have experienced. I have. So those are the 3 symptoms that I have, like I said, experience. I feel like I said experienced a lot in them couple last sentences, so I'm sorry, but that's what I've gone through. Okay. Those are the symptoms that I've had. You can ask your doctor for an anti-nausea medicine if you are one of those people who inject, and no matter where you do it, you get really nauseous. Just ask your doctor for some nausea medicine, and they can give that to you too. So another con that I wanted to discuss is insurance. Now, insurance don't want to pay for nothing. Like, they want you to pay their premium, but they don't want to pay for nothing. So a lot of insurance companies do not cover Wegovy. So if you are one of the fortunate few whose insurance is covering it, hop on it, okay? If you decide to get Wegovy at a self-pay price, you are looking to pay $1,300 to $1,500 a month per box.
$50 million? And who you think you kidnapped, Chelsea Clinton?
$1,300 to $1,500 a box a month. Okay, so if you can afford that price tag, then by all means, sweetheart. But if you can't, that's why I say go to a bariatric doctor, because if your insurance does not cover Wegovy, you may need to look at other options that a bariatric surgeon or doctor can discuss with you. But this bad boy is hard to get covered through insurance. I am very, very blessed that I have an insurance that covers this, and I pay $25 a box. I understand that. I am one of the random fortunate few in my state whose insurance likes Wegovy. But a lot of insurances don't. And so you just need to talk to your doctor and get a prior authorization done to see if your insurance will cover it. If they deny it, then you may need to look at other options or file an appeal. One thing that I will say, I have spoken to a nurse who does appeals and prior authorizations for Wegovy, and a lot of the insurances want you to work out. They want you to have tried other medications or other weight loss programs. So make sure you document when you go to the doctor everything you've tried, every diet you've tried, every weight loss pill that you have tried, because if your insurance denies it, they could take all of that information into your appeal and then resubmit it to your insurance for reconsideration. We have somebody that I know, she has an insurance that her insurance doesn't even cover bariatric surgery. She went to try to get Wegovy. She got denied. They did an appeal. She put in like everything she's ever done weight loss wise, and she is one of like 2, the nurse said, that she's ever seen get approved through that insurance. So it's not a lost cause. Just stay on top of your office and make sure they're doing your appeals. You never know what could happen. All they could do is say no again, but sometimes you may be lucky and they approve it. My insurance approved, Lord Jesus. My insurance approved my Wegovy for 6 months, and then I have to resubmit another prior authorization. So I have, I believe, until November, right? Let's see. September. I'm sorry. I have till September covered, and then I have to do another prior authorization to get my next, I guess, 6 months approved. So that is a con. Price and insurance can be what stops the whole process for you with Wegovy. So hopefully you can get it approved just quickly through your insurance, and if not, hopefully you have a great nurse or a clinical staff at the office that you go to that is willing to fight for you at an appeal to get it approved for you. If not, then you'll just have to look at self-pay cost, which again is pretty expensive, and yeah, may not be something that you may be able to sustain long term. My voice is going out. That's cute. Some pros. We've talked about some serious side effects. We've talked about common side effects. We've talked about insurance. But let's talk about the good stuff that I have seen on Wegovy. So, like I said, I started the Wegovy process in February of 2023 this year. It is now, I'm so sorry. It is now May 20th, and I am down 28 pounds.
You go, Glen Coco.
You heard me. You heard me correctly. 28 pounds in like 3 months. That is insane to me. So that has been so encouraging. And it is not water weight, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, like I might have mentioned it earlier. My doctor was like, that is not water weight. That is fat. You're on Wegovy, you are losing fat. So that is really, really exciting. Like I'm seeing such a difference in my clothes. Stuff is starting to fit looser. My work uniform, I have to go buy another size because it's like starting to get baggy in the crotch area, and people are seeing it. People are like, you look like half the person. Every time I see you, you look smaller. So that has been just like so encouraging and has really motivated me to keep going. Now I will say that I am dieting. Well, I shouldn't say dieting. I'm making healthier food choices. And I'm also working out. So I think that that's what's accelerating my loss. But if you do those 3 things, Wegovy, weight loss, and managing what you eat, you should have no problems dropping weight. Like it's literally gonna fly off of you. Every time I get on the scale, I'm down another 2 pounds. I'm down another 2 pounds. And I'm weighing myself like every other day. So I'm just like seeing weight just like shred off of me. So that's really, really crazy. Oh, I wanted to mention this in the cons. One thing about Wegovy is you don't eat. So it actually is like turning off the signals in your brain to eat. So whereas before I would sit there and I'd be like, I have nothing to do. Like, what's for snack? Like, what am I going to eat? I literally have to remind myself to eat. One day I went to go make like dinner for the kids, and I was like, I haven't eaten today, which is really bad. So I think that that's kind of a con. I mean, it's good and it's not good. It's good that I'm not boredom eating or emotional eating, but it's bad because I'm realizing I'm not eating. So you definitely have to stay on top of yourself to make sure you're maintaining your protein intake, because one thing you don't want to do is lower your protein intake, because then you'll start to lose muscle mass. So you really need to stay on top of eating protein, vegetables, taking your vitamins, like really help your bones basically, and help maintain your muscle mass. I think that's key. So it's a good and it's a bad. Like you're not eating, so you're not gaining weight, but you could be messing yourself up in the long run. So just be careful. But yeah, it like turns off the I'm hungry signal in your brain, and so you really, really don't eat. Or if you eat very tiny portions. I have eaten, like I've gone out to eat, ordered a salad, and it could only take 3 bites, and I'm completely full. Like I have no desire to take another bite. So I do notice that. I do notice that. So if you're going to like a really nice restaurant, or if you have a really big like food event coming up or something like that, you are not going to enjoy it at all. I'm just gonna say that, because you're not gonna be able to eat. You're not gonna be hungry. And then if you do eat, you can only take 2 bites, and then you're like, ugh, I'm full. So yeah, that is something I have noticed. I went to the pros, but I'm realizing I'm like cons are coming to my mind. Food aversions. So I can't smell fast food. Like I get it for my kids, but the smell of fast food just is not appealing to me anymore. Which again could be good because I shouldn't be eating fast food, but it's a food aversion. So that's a good or bad thing. It's all how you look at it. My friend who's on Wegovy said she almost felt like she was pregnant again because she went into the store and passed the meat aisle and she got sick. So she's not pregnant, but that's a food aversion. So it's all, like I said, it's all in how you look at it. It could be a pro, could be a con, but yes, you do start getting some food aversions. Certain foods don't look good to you anymore. But yeah, I like to look at it as a pro actually, because I shouldn't be eating fast food. So I avoid it. I don't eat it. I don't touch it. Haven't had McDonald's and have no desire to have McDonald's or Burger King or anything like that. So that's pretty good. I don't know if I have any other pros. I think I just had some simple pros and cons that I have noticed so far. I'm gonna plan on doing another video when I get to the, like at least 2 weeks in on the 2.4 box to let you guys know if there's anything new that's popped up or anything else that I'm feeling. But overall, in my Wegovy experience, I have been truly pleased with Wegovy. And I feel like I have benefited so much, and it has improved my mental state and how I look at myself. And so I'm more confident, I'm taking more pictures, and I'm just enjoying this journey. And I think a lot of that has to do with Wegovy, because if I didn't get that push in weight loss that this provided me, I don't think I'd be where I am right now. So yeah, I just wanted to say that. Now, before I talk about some other just like quick things, and I'm not going to talk long because this video is already long, I'm just going to briefly mention them. But before I do, I want to show you guys how I inject my Wegovy. So insert that now. All right, you guys, so this is just a quick overview of the Wegovy box. As mentioned before, I am currently on the 1.7 dose. So this is the box that you will receive when you go to the pharmacy. Now, on the inside of the box, there are 4 pens as mentioned. Now, you also get like some directions, this little like information booklet. You get that right on top. And then as you can see, there are 4 pens included. So you would take 1 injection every single week to add up to 4 weeks. So this is what all of the pens look like. As I mentioned before, as you can see, that window is clear. So that means this pen has not been used. This is the pen that comes in the box. And it's just simple, straightforward, like I showed you in the video. But I did want to point out that that window is completely clear. So that's how you know you have not used that pen previously. Now, as I mentioned previously, I do like to use the side of my thigh. I just think I experienced the least amount of pain there. So I am rolling up my pants leg. Sorry for my cottage cheese looking thighs, but I'm just showing you where I am going to be injecting the needle. And now we get to the fun part. So here's the pen. I'm taking the cap off. And I hope you can see that little needle that's sticking right in the center. That's where the medicine is going to be injected. So I pick a little spot there on my thigh. I think I'm just rotating this so you guys are able to see the window clearly. And then once you push this needle into your skin, you're going to hear a click. That it does not mean stop pushing, okay? So as you can see, the yellow bar is filling in, and then you're going to hear another click, but do not take the pen off your skin. Count 8 to 10 seconds, and then you're able to release that pen off the skin, and that just gives the medicine time to get into the leg. And yeah, you may get a little spot of blood, nothing too major, but that is how quick and easy and simple injecting the Wegovy medicine is. And you just pop the cap back on and dispose of the pen properly. All right, so that is how I inject the Wegovy. It's pretty simple and straightforward. So quickly before I hop off this video and end it, I just want to say thank you guys so much for coming back and watching after so long. I truly appreciate you guys. Some other things that I am doing that I can explain in another video if y'all are interested. I have changed my eating habits, so I'm just choosing better things to eat, more protein, more veggies, more fruits, and I'm not snacking as much, and if I am, I'm reaching for like healthier things like nuts and berries and things like that. So we can go into that at a later time. Now, I am also not sponsored by what I'm about to show you. I don't have connection to them, and I am not paid by them, okay? But they are on TikTok, and I watched them. I started watching them like a year or so ago, and I just fell in love with them as a couple. First of all, they are amazing individuals by themselves, but as a couple, they are just killing the game in my opinion, and coming out with some really great products that I feel are just honest. Is that how I want to say that? I just feel like the products are honest. They're not a gimmick. It's not to like take your money and run. I just think that they have really great products. So if you are interested, I will leave their names in the description box below. You can find them on TikTok. It is Karen and Alex Baraguz. They are so funny and I love them. And I'm in their lives talking sometimes. So if you guys see me in there, say hi. I think my name is Miles and Kai's mama or something crazy on there. But anyway, I got their detox teas. So it's these two teas right here. This is the day booster and this is the night cleanse. Now I will tell you, you need to apologize to your family once you start, because when you wake up the next morning after drinking this, you're going to be in the bathroom and you're going to tear it up. You're going to rip it up. I'm just going to let you know now. So if you live with people, say, I'm sorry, but I can't help it. Okay. So yeah, so these are the two teas that I have been drinking. Now I fell off a little bit, not gonna lie, so I am going to be restarting another 30 days. I have some stash still left in my kitchen that I gotta finish off. And then these are the two new bags that I purchased. They are 50 bucks a pop, and they last you the 30 days, but they are really good. You take this one, you drink the day booster like an hour after you eat lunch, perfection. And then you drink the night cleanse before you go to bed, like an hour or so before you go to bed, perfection. You wake up, you're like cleaned out in the morning and then you're good to go. Okay, I'm gonna open these so I can show you guys the bags. And what I love about this tea is it is easy on the go. They are packaged adorably, and I just love it. And when I'm drinking my tea at work and stuff, people compliment me because my tea bag's cute, just so you know. All right, so this is what they look like. Hold on, if I can open this bag. Jeez. Oh my god. Oh, there it goes. Okay. All right, so this is the day booster. Again, I like this because of how cute. It's just, I throw it in my bag, my work bag, so I can just open it up when I'm ready to drink it. And let me see. I don't know if you can't really see it. Is there another one? You can see this one a little bit better. But it's cute because it has these little this little tassel on it. Can you guys see that? Has this little tassel on it, so you feel real fancy when you're drinking your tea. And I like it because it's colored. So like the day is obviously the blue one, and then the nighttime one, is there a better one that you can see? There's not, but you get the same gist. And the nighttime one is purple. It's a purple tassel. So that's how you can tell. Blue is day, purple is night. And I'm talking like I feel less bloated, I feel energized, and I feel good after drinking these teas. And I like that there's like I don't know, you can't really see it in the packaging, but you can like literally see the ingredients. They are kept as whole as they can, and it's just really good.
Delicious.
So if you are interested, I will link their TikTok name and their website. Go pick you up some of these teas. I promise you won't be disappointed. And yeah, so. And then again, if you want more detailed videos on this, I can do that for you. But I think for at least the teas, just go on their website or go on their TikTok, interact with them. They love interacting with people in the chat. So interact with them. You guys will fall in love with them. They are based in Florida. Shipping is quick, and I love that Karen writes individual notes on every stinking paper she puts in the box and mails out. You will love them, I swear. She is pregnant, so I don't know how their filming schedule is going to be. I think she's further along in her pregnancy now. So I don't know like how often they're going to be live or anything like that. But go on now if you can. Find their TikTok, interact with them, follow them. They are sweet people. I know you'll love them. Anyway, I'm rambling now at this point. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Or if you're interested in the teas or just like the food that I'm doing and meal prepping and all that good stuff, I can do a separate video on that. Just let me know. Anyway, I love you guys. I will see you in the next video. Please, 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 please stay healthy. Do something that is for self-care. Love self, okay? I will say this before I leave. I struggle every day. I look at myself, I'm not where I want to be. And I know that when you are overweight and when you are struggling, people look at you like you're not disciplined and they look at you like you're lazy. You are not those things. It is a mental struggle. Weight gain and being overweight, it's something mental. It's not that you're lazy. And it is one of the hardest things to overcome. It's a hard journey to be on, but you got this. You can do this. You are beautiful no matter what stage you're in. But do something for yourself today to improve yourself. Self-love, self-care is number one. And I am grateful for the group I have around me right now, and for a special person in my life that has come into my life, who I will talk about later. But he has just changed my entire view on life, and he is just an amazing person, and he is in a healing process himself, and we chat daily about the things that we are trying to overcome, and he preaches self-love to me every day and encourages me. He has been one of the biggest factors in me taking this step in my next journey. And so get you somebody around you, get you a group of people who are going to encourage and love you. And if you don't have that, then you can come to me and I will encourage and love you through the internet. But love yourself, take care of yourself, do something for you today, okay? Anyway, I love you. You are amazing, you are great, you are beautiful, and I will see you guys in the next video. Mwah!